Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Mark Prokop from Pro Financial Fitness. I just happened to think of some information to share, and that's because I was in the middle of doing it for a client. Um, the the one thing is a nonprofit organization in here in North Carolina is that you can get a refund of the state taxes, state sales taxes, which includes the county's sales taxes and transit fees and things like that too. Um, so if you start keeping track of that, as if you've never done that, start keeping track of it as of January 1, which is just like a week ago. And so when you go to your office supply stores and other places and keep track of it, and depending upon what accounting system you have, you may have to keep a lot of even though you can keep track of it somewhat in your accounting system, you may need to keep track of it on spreadsheets by the different types of counties and different types of taxes and stuff like that. But you can get a refund, and you can do the report. You keep track of this from January or July 1 to December 31st, and then in next January you can fill out a report. It's called the E585, which is a North Carolina Department of Revenue form that's titled Nonprofit and Governmental Entity Claim for Refund State, County, and Transit Sales and Use Taxes. Okay, so start doing that. And if you've been doing it, great, congratulations, right? Of course, usually a lot of places, depending upon how big or small your nonprofit is, at a small one like this client that I'm dealing with, the idea is that we're sending in, just because they just, for the first time ever, got money to hire a person as of April 1, but really at this point, it's just April to September 30th. We're sending in quarterly tax forms, and the one that I've done is called the 941. That's a federal employers and quarterly federal employers quarterly federal tax return. So, and in this case, you can, depending again upon your payroll type system, if you have a payroll system, like one of my clients, they have they pay QuickBooks Payroll to send in all these taxes for them. So you can sign up for something like that. In this case, at this client, they have a level of QuickBooks Payroll where the accountant, or i.e. myself, or bookkeeper can do this for them. And so I'm doing this for them. And in this case, I've got a physical printed out report that I have, and that I even wrote a physical check, and I'll be mailing it in. I'll put it into the mail tomorrow, and get that, and the check will clear. Now, for federal things also, you can pay through what's called the EFTPS system that the federal government has, and you can pay through there. I'm technically waiting just for this organization. I'm waiting. I just wrote a check this time, but I may pay electronically next time, because I'm waiting for the paperwork to come in the mail, and the lady that's going to the mailbox for this organization may have been in the mailbox, and she's picking it up and bringing it in today, as early as that, to then you create your own password, and you get a PIN and stuff like that to use, so it verifies who you are as an organization. So, and I will be, once I even get that, I'm also going to pay the federal unemployment income or unemployment income tax, right, that I'll pay for this organization as well. If I get all the information today and get the PIN set up, I'll do it today. If not, I will. I'll do it next week when I'm home or something like that. But I will send in the small amount of federal unemployment insurance. So again, usually these quarters, like at the end of March, the end of June, the end of September, the end of December, are your times when when usually a lot of times these types of forms are done. There are also other forms. You can check with myself, or again, email me at mark@profinancialfitness.com. You can also get that email address through the website at profinancialfitness.com. And you can ask me a question if you need to. If you do everything yourself, awesome, congratulations. But yeah, usually just stay on top of these things, or you'll get a form in the mail from the federal government saying, hey, what about this? What about that? And you may or may not have to deal with that, but you still may have to send them a letter back to them to explain what you're doing. Okay, because there's times where this place at this point they're not going to have payroll, at least as of this moment, as of October 1. So the federal government will probably send us a letter by the end of the calendar year, or maybe next year, and saying, hey, you didn't send in your payroll taxes. And it's like, we didn't have any payroll. So they expect you, or sometimes we talk about, we'll get a letter, I guarantee it probably because I got it at another place, that they'll say, hey, we didn't see payroll taxes being sent in before this date. Like, did you have payroll before April 1st of 2021? And I have to write them a letter and go, no, we didn't. Never have. This place never had, never in the first place. This is the first time ever. So contact me if you have any questions about those things, if you get those in the mail to see. And if I can help you, I'll help you. If I can't, I'll refer you to somebody else. Again, this is Friday, July 9th, 2021, and this is Mark Prokop of Pro Financial Fitness and profinancialfitness.com. Make sure you file your quarterly reports, and the 940 is like an annual report. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.